Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Norma. Thank you for clicking on this video. You saw in the title, I'm going to be talking about all the requirements you need to get admitted into nursing school if you're an international student that wants to study here in Canada. I've gotten a few comments asking, oh, they have been admitted into the pre-nursing program and not the nursing program. That's for Brandon University. What's up with that? Nursing is 4 years. The first year is called pre-nursing, where you just get into the early parts of nursing, and then after that the next 3 years is the main nursing program. You have to be accepted into the main nursing program. After the pre-nursing first year, you also have to apply again for the next 3 years. I also have a video on some tips I have for your first year of nursing if you have already been admitted. You can watch that link up here. So firstly, I'll talk about getting admission into the pre-nursing program. The only thing you need is your WIEC, and the thing is you have to have 5 subjects. You have to have done at least 5 subjects where you got at least a C5. Part of these subjects for nursing, in particular maths, English, biology, and chemistry. The last one is, it can be anything, geography, French, it can be anything, but these 4 subjects I just mentioned, very important. The fee for getting into the school in general is $140. That's the admission fee, but when you're applying for your second year, which is the main nursing program, you don't have to pay again. You just apply as long as you meet the requirements. Now, in this next part of the video, I'm going to be talking to you about those requirements for the main nursing. This is where we get serious. So the first requirement obviously is the grade, the GPA. You have to get nothing less than a 2.5 out of a 4 GPA, and in every single course you do. So there are 10 courses, right? These 10 courses are split into 2 semesters. 5 in the first semester and another 5 in the second semester. You can actually do pre-nursing in more than a year. You can do it in 2 or 3 years, depending on how fast-paced or how good you think you do if you split it or you extend the time. In these 5 courses, you have to get nothing less than a C. Anything less than a C, you have to take the course again or move to another program. Next requirement, there's also the Casper test, which costs $70. Basically, this exam is more of an interview kind of exam where you talk to the screen. They ask you some questions, like for example, if you have a co-worker whose parents just died and because of that they haven't been coming to work for a week, you're not in the right emotional mind to tell the boss how the boss is thinking of firing the person, but you are maybe the top employee and they're asking, what do you think? Should you pity this person or should you say no? All those kind of things. What will you do in that situation? So they are trying to test your emotional intelligence, your communication skills, empathy, all that kind of thing, because you need it for nursing. You need a police background check, and this can only be a Canadian police background check. I asked if you were in another country, should you get yours? No, they're not going to take that, the one from your country or the one from anywhere else. Only the one in Canada, so you have to do it through the police website, or you can just go to the police station and ask them for a background check and they'll do that for you. The cost is $55. When I did it, it was $55. I don't know how much it was now, but I'll give you an estimate of what you be calculating, amount you should be looking at to pay for that. Next is also adult and child abuse registry check. This is another thing. I was thinking they're the same thing, but no, they are 2 different things. Why? I didn't know all background checks. But this one too, you have to go through the provincial websites and ask for that. So you can honestly just write on Google how to get my adult and child abuse registry check from wherever province you are and to bring it up. I think I paid $40 for this, so you do that early. Make sure you don't do this maybe if you've done it a year before you're applying. The deadline for application into the main nursing program is May 1st. So if you do this maybe May 1st of 2022, they're not going to take that. It has to be less than 6 months prior to the admission deadline. Okay, so maybe do it in January, February, around that time. That's the best time. Another thing I had to submit was my completed application form. This is not too much of a worry because the nursing advisor is going to send this to you. So you just click on that link and download the form, fill it and submit it. And that's just a form of, you know, personal information and what you're applying for. Next was a letter of intent. It's basically like a cover letter where you tell a little bit about yourself and why you want to study nursing in this school, what's pushed you to study this course, all that kind of fun stuff. You write it in that letter. Make sure it looks professional and appropriate language, right, format, all that. Again and again, submit it there. Another thing I had to submit was my resume. So all the volunteer work and things I done relating to medical cases, communication, teamwork, things that has to do with people connection. I wrote all that down and submitted it. I had written down on my resume. For that was I worked in a camp, 2 camps. I wrote that, and also the volunteer work. If you want to see those videos, you just check my channel, and there's so many videos of my vlogs of working in the hospital as a nursing student. I can link it here. If you can also do your CPR certificates, you can add that as some of your certifications for nursing school, because the CPR certificate, you don't have to have any level of expertise just to do that. It costs $160 around that. Write it, add it to your resume, add as many things as you can and submit it. Another important thing is an indigenous level course. So a course that talks more about the indigenous people of Canada and also talks about their history, what they've been through, all the treaties Canada had with the people of this land. They want you to know that because it's very necessary in your future endeavors. You might be working with them and they don't want you to be ignorant about their struggles and almost their struggles, what they had been through in the past. It's a nice, insightful course. Also, IELTS is not necessary. It's not necessary. I didn't submit it, but some countries is necessary for them. They'll give you a link to click for you to know whether you need to submit or do an IELTS for school, the admission or not. But honestly, if you are done an English course, I don't think it's necessary. I really don't think so. I didn't submit. As I said before, the application deadline is May 1st. Call you for some interviews and tell you you've been admitted, all that. Thank you for watching this video. I know it helped somebody, and if you're that person, please like this video and subscribe. Click the video on the screen because YouTube thinks it's the best for you. I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye.